welcome to another Let's Talk Friday. Yes, I know I haven't uploaded one last week. Just shut up. Quite frankly, I forgot again. To think of an idea. By the way, this time I knew it was gonna be Friday, but I thought I already planned out the video and I didn't. Or I planned out the idea. You know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, I knew you would. Anyway, so after the title of the video, I should say, you probably noticed what this is, and yes, this is actually true. It's quite hard to speak about because I'm not the best with cringe. I mean, no one really is, but like, don't. If I see something cringy, I squint. Like I can't watch something cringy and laugh at it or think the people's stupid. Like, I literally just, I don't want to watch. It's kind of like a horror movie for me. Except the horror is not horror, it's just, literally just, I'm disgusted by what happens and things like that. Ugh. Anyway, alright, so, this story happened back in London, so another story from London. Fucking hell. Great stories from there, I'll tell you that much. That was the first year I was actually in England. No, the second one, sorry. So I still didn't really know English that well. That was about 2009, 2010. You right there, controller? Yes, my battery is broken, I'm very sorry. Anyway, so this was like year 2. I had PE, and obviously I brought my PE kit in. One thing that I didn't bring with me is underwear. There you go. I decided that I'm not gonna wear any underwear today. Well, that day, because it was a really hot day, alright, and I mean, even at that age, I was already sweating, so, yeah, I mean, you know, puberty since the age of 6, makes sense. Yeah, I honestly did sweat, I promise. This wasn't like yesterday or something. So yeah, being the retard that I was, and I still am, no doubt about that, I don't have any underwear. Doesn't help that also the undershirt that I had was pink, because, well, it was kind of like, it was 2 colours. It was kind of like light blue and pinkish. So obviously at that age, people obviously care and just, oh yeah, pink. So I was already kind of sad. I nearly did cry out because of that, I'm not gonna lie. I did go out the room, and the people that laughed at me the most did go out the room, and the teacher spoke to them and shit like that, and said something like along the lines of, "That's very bad to say to your peon, blah blah blah," something like that. I don't even know. I didn't hear it. And yeah, what was I saying? Yes, there we go. So yeah, we changed for P. Obviously, you know, back then, stuff like erections and growth in certain places. I'm looking at you girls. No girls watch me pretty much. Side 1, which, you know who you are when you're watching this. Ryan also knows who I'm talking about. He's got a really nice screenshot on my phone. And a message. Yeah, so that obviously didn't happen. So obviously everyone, even the girls, changed with the boys, and well, what happened was, I didn't want to take off my trousers. Bear in mind, back in primary school, or at least in my primary school, 2 of the ones I went to, you were allowed to wear shorts as your actual, like, main trousers, not PE shorts, like, fucking hell, those vibrations piss me off. Actual proper shorts, pretty much, for school. So obviously, you know, I wore shorts. I still had to change for some reason, despite they literally looked like a PE shorts. But I still had to change. So obviously I didn't want to. I was nodding my head, kind of in like sadness, I guess you could say. And then, oh god, this is the part of this. Oh god, this is the part of the story that just I do not want to remember. So obviously, well, I did because I had to change. Like, you know, that was a fucking command, literally. All of a sudden, I was in the army. I decided to go under the table. So obviously, I was arse naked. 6-year-old me, bum naked in the class, and quite frankly, obviously, you know, I was scared because at that age, I mean, Jesus Christ, if you're not scared of being naked, like, it's fucking hell, you're already a weird child as it is. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm nearly 14 and I'm already more fucked up than a murderer probably at this point. But put that aside, I was still quite a weird child in my age, or at my age and shit like that. So I'm obviously under the table. Quite scared, as I said. And then, you know, I turn around under the table. I'm kneeling, obviously. So I turn around. Guess what? There's another child that is also naked. Not a boy, it's a girl. So that's even more awkward, to say the least. And obviously, I look at her parts, yes, because that, like, I didn't know what to do. I turned around and I just instantly froze. Like, someone just paused a video or something. I was literally that frozen. I didn't know what to react with. I don't know. Was I supposed to turn around? Was I supposed to like? Okay, you know, I'm not gonna say that because I say a lot of fucked up things in my videos, but that, Jesus Christ, even though I was the same age as her, fuck me, I do not want to get sued by a girl that used to not like me as a, you know, in that type of way, just as a friend, and then we just didn't speak. So yeah, I hope somehow she doesn't see this. I somehow hope, well, somehow she's definitely not gonna see this video, but if she does, then I wouldn't mind seeing it now, I guess. Okay, so finally decided to unfreeze. I decided just to turn around. Hey, go me. Did something smart with me self. And obviously the problem is I took my school shorts off, just, you know, actual school ones. I want to point that out. But of course the retard part coming in of me is that I decided to not grab the actual shorts I was supposed to be putting on. So basically, I grabbed nothing and went under the table just to change. I mean, for fuck's sake, tell me how smart I am in the comments, because Christ almighty, you can't find a smarter person enough at this point. Anyway, so obviously, you know, thank fuck that the shorts weren't in the middle of the table. They were kind of hanging off, so I kind of saw them hanging out, so I just grabbed them. Thank Christ no one saw me there. I put them on and everything's fine. The problem with these shorts was, though, they were too big for me. My mum, being the absolutely the smartest person before me, or even behind me, she gave me the wrong shorts, and she gave me my brother's shorts. So obviously, I could have just gone to another teacher in like the fucking PE office or whatever you want to call it and just ask for a pair of shorts. Kind of panicking at that point because they were falling down. I just decided to go with them, and I decided to be kind of holding them up with my left hand. Somehow I was able to do it until we actually went outside. It was a lovely summer day. I actually believe it was the 29th of April, I think. Might have been like start of May, June, maybe even. I'm not sure. I can't exactly remember, but we go outside. The first thing we are told to do is do star jumps, and obviously I decided to do them because I'm a boss, and obviously, you know, I get around with doing things like that at that age. So obviously I didn't do them properly. I had to do them with one. You know how you like your hands kind of, you know, you put your hands up and then down and shit like that. You basically flap your arms when you do star jumps. Yeah, I only did that with my right hand. So just imagine how retarded it looked in your head. Don't imagine me naked. Don't. That's gonna be very strange if you do think that. Just think about what it looked like me doing star jumps. Like a bit of a Down syndrome type of things. Another message. Great. So yeah, anyway. We go outside, we do star jumps, stuff like that, and the teacher notices that I don't do them properly. So what she does is says, you know, do them properly. I nod. And she tells them do it properly, because she was one of the strict. She was actually the most strict teacher in the school, so that didn't help either. Thanks, miss, whatever your fucking name was. She was Indian, so I really don't want to pronounce her name, and I don't want to remember her name because I'm gonna be even more racist. No, I'm gonna be. Basically, this video won't turn into cringe inappropriate. It'll just be cringy, inappropriate, and racist at the same time. So triple whammy at the same time in the space of about 15 minutes. Great. So obviously, and I'm going back to the point. She finally tells me, you know, to do them properly, and I still nod. So she gets angry with me, grabs. I pull back. Obviously, I don't want her to fucking touch me. I mean, I could sue her for rape right now. You know, I mean, technically, she's trying to take my hand out my pants. Actually, no, that wouldn't go through, because that would just, if I would say that in court, that's rape. That fucking hell, they would think I'm delusional, quite frankly. So maybe that's not the best idea. So I'm not going to be doing that. And you can guess what probably happened next. Obviously, she finally wins because, you know, we are women, we are proud, we are women, we are proud, and she's like 49,000 years older than me, so she's obviously stronger. I'm about 6, she's like 7,000 years old. And she, obviously, you know, not out my pants, pulls my hand out, but pulls my hand kind of like, my fingers pretty much out of the trousers because I was holding them up like that. And you can guess what? My trousers fall down. I was right in the middle of everyone pretty much, so everyone saw my beautiful tender 6-year-old ass crack and my, still to this day, pecker. So that was a lovely experience. After that, I was off crying. Thank fuck. My classroom was pretty much right there. Thank Jesus it was, because if I would had to run through half of the school just to get to my class and put my actual school shorts on, fucking hell, the story would be even longer probably. But yeah, I went to my class crying like a child. Obviously that was, and I kind of still am, I guess. Put my shorts on, and then I sat in a corner until everyone came back. And for the next month, until I moved school, because 1, the school was shite, 2, the school was shite, and 3, the teachers were shite, and 4, people were also shite, and 5, the school was shite. I moved a month ago, but for that month, quite frankly, I was getting, not bullied, but just laughed at, and to be honest, I didn't care at that point. I mean, I cared for like the first 1 or 2 weeks, but then I couldn't be bothered. I mean, I was still getting salty, but at that point I wasn't crying, you know. So that's pretty much the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed this video. Probably some of you might be cringing, some of you might be quite, not cringe, but definitely kind of emotionally touched. Not in that way. Please don't make any paedophile jokes, because I just made my day even better, didn't I? By making this video. I should have spoke about something else, like world peace, or hashtag stop racism, or hashtag black people's rights, or something motivational. Not a 6-year-old child showing his ass to everyone. Not that great of a story, is it? But hey, you live and you learn. Can't say the same thing about my mom, because she did it later. Oh, she did the same thing, but later on in the year. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please do leave a like and subscribe, comment how fucking stupid I am, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.